Believe me, I'm telling you the truth nobody knows. But you will notice, this is not just an economic collapse. This is the silent apocalypse of an entire continent. You wake up in the morning nicely, you prepare your coffee, you turn on the TV, everything seems normal, doesn't it? Traffic, the smell of coffee, emails, everything. But somewhere, a silent alarm is ringing. Banks have half closed their doors, as if they are discussing something inside. The green numbers on the screens are turning red. And you, what if you're not noticing something, yet there is a trace of guilt inside you? What if I'm ignoring something? This feeling, this is the first message. Because even if you haven't noticed it yet, something is off track in Europe. There are no armies, tanks, bombs, but the continent is literally in the midst of a collapse. The enemy seems inside you. Yes, that euro you trusted more than anything. The euro was promoted for years as the money of peace and the symbol of unity. When the public got the currency in 2002, you thought, Europe can never be divided again. But the reality was not like that at all. The North disciplined, the South uncontrolled. Germany was saving, Greece was spending. The Netherlands saved, Portugal consumed. The numbers were silently screaming. And that scream grew with the 2008 crisis. The collapse of Lehman Brothers created a ripple effect in the US. European banks had been sending money to the south for years. Greece, Portugal, Spain, Ireland, Italy. All loans given to these countries were at risk. In every bank room, a single question echoed. What if they can't pay back? The answer was terrifying. The continent would collapse. At the end of 2009, the painful truth emerged. Greece had been hiding its deficits from other states for years. Official figures, 6%. Real figure, 12.7%. This wasn't just a lie. This was the collapse of Europe's economic dream. Politicians were in shock. Banks were in panic. The public was angry. A single country revealed the sad truth and exposed the mask of the entire continent. Bonds skyrocketed. The euro lost value. Hedge funds attacked because everyone knew if Greece falls, it can't be stopped anymore. Angela Merkel and Nicolas Sarkozy came together to save Europe. The only issue discussed in meetings was, should Greece be saved or should it be allowed to fail? Both options were the harbinger of a greater disaster. The future of the euro, the future of Europe, the lives of millions of people were being debated at this table, and you were just watching. The streets of Athens were literally like a battlefield. Police were setting up barricades, stones were flying in the air, unemployment, young people, 60%, overall 28%. Brain drain had begun. The country was losing its skilled people. People rushed to banks, ATMs emptied, the EU and IMF stepped in. 110 billion euros in aid, but mostly for banks. Austerity policies shrank the economy, increased unemployment, and grew debt on the public's lips. Greater than, "You're saving banks, not us." This scream was a silent proof engraved into the heart of Europe. Angry citizens, a quest for democracy. Referendums ignored. You, watching from the screen, thought, could it be my taxes too? The silent alarm is ringing. The truth is not being told to you. Greece was the domino piece. Portugal, Ireland, Spain and Italy were waiting in line. Europe was about to face its biggest financial test in history. Everyone knew, but nobody spoke. Modern finance was far more fragile than you thought. A single country's lie could sink the entire continent and beyond, and you were seeing it for the first time. The sky was painted grey. The streets were silent with apocalypse. Europe would never be the same again. You, in front of the screen, were holding your breath, and the silent alarm was still ringing. Greater than, I wanted you to know, nobody is telling you. If you liked the video, subscribe and turn on notifications. In the next episode, we will reveal the hidden actors behind Europe's silent apocalypse and its effects on the world.